it's Tim with Broken Dice, bringing you the turn 5 of my second solo wargaming project. This slide here has a little bit of a recap on unit position. If you look to the left, top left, that's where most of the Persian Cavalry are, where they have retreated to the table edge. From last turn, the picture just to the right is the other part of that division that's on the other side of the table, which we would call our left cavalry unit, and they've got a long ways to go to get over to help. And then on the bottom picture, on the bottom left, is the position of the Persian Infantry. On the right, top right, is the position of the Greek left division, well, what's left of it. And on the bottom is the Greek right division position. Not much has changed, obviously. All right, Army initiative. Looks like the Persians have got the initiative with a queen. Persians order phase. Okay, division initiative. I always flip a card so I know which division I want to do first. And the cavalry of division goes first. Okay, so the cavalry commander, he's going to issue individual orders to each of the units. And it's a good thing he's a 10. He's a level 10, because he got all 3 orders to go. And so that's pretty lucky. The horse archers got a 10. The camel riders got a 9, and needing a 7, or actually needing just an 8, but they got a 7, so they got 2 moves out of this, is the horse archers that are on the far left of the Persian line. Okay, Persian Cavalry Division movement. As you can see on the photo on the left, the cavalry have moved to the just shifted to the right with their one move. I didn't want to take the camel riders too far away, so I reduced them to just, well, they only passed it by 1, so they only got 1 move out of that anyway. Okay, that's where they are, and then you can see on the right that the Persian horse archers that were on the left flank of the Persian infantry have moved all the way over to try to support the remaining units of the cavalry division. All right, Persian shooting. Okay, on the shooting at the right Greek division. As you can tell on the top, the horse archers that moved the furthest, they're shooting at the commanded, and I call it commanded, the PELTAST unit, because it's got the division commander is attached to it. And then the horse archers that are commanded by the Persian cavalry commander, they're shooting at a unit of PELTAST, and the camel riders also are shooting at a unit of PELTAST. In the shooting phase, the horse archers cause a panic on the commanded PELTAST, and they break and are disordered. Yeah, they retreated from there. They rolled a 6, which caused them the test. They failed the test miserably, but because they're not skirmishers, they just retreated in disorder. If you look down here at the bottom of the screen, the horse archers shooting at the other PELTAST, they did nothing. They missed with both shots, and the camel riders hit the far right PELTAST unit that's basically almost directly in front of them, and did a single wound to that unit. Okay, this over here on the far left shows the PELTAST fleeing, and the little shield design there I'm using that to represent disorder. Persian Infantry Division finally moves, ending the Persian phase. Yeah, they were able to get 1 whole move out of them. they're advancing very cautiously, very cautiously. Okay, the Greek orders phase. All right, the commanded PELTAST pass an individual order to rally. That means that's all they can do. They're done. The individual orders for the other two units of PELTAST, and I say individual, and I really should admit initiative orders. They move on their own initiative because the enemy units are within 12 inches, and they fire on the Persian cavalry. Okay, the Greek fails to fire on the Persian cavalry, causes the camel riders to fail a break test and flee. The reason that the camel riders had to take a break test was because they were already shaken and they received one wound and from the shooting. Yeah, I do believe the horse archers took 1 point of damage as well from the shooting. I just don't have it marked on this picture on the left to show you. I don't know why I didn't put the dice down there, but I didn't. But I know that they taken one wound because they were hit twice. They saved one and failed to save on the other. Okay, the Persian camel riders have fled. The Greek right division have failed to move again. Yeah, this is something I'm going to revisit somewhere down the line when I'm rolling for divisional sub-commanders level. Having no actual army general on the table with this in this scenario has caused a lack of action between the two lowly led infantry divisions on both sides, both the Greek and the Persians. I might revisit that again and maybe put some caveats that they don't give orders until they come into contact, or we're assuming that the first order to move and to engage is something. I don't know. I really will have to take a long look at that, because if you had an actual general on the table that could move over and take over for them, then that would be all right. And that would give you some other tactical decisions to make. But I think when I go and do another one of these sometime in the future, I will definitely take a look at the level of sub-commander's leadership when doing this, especially if I don't have an overall army general on the table. Okay, this brings us to the ends the Greek phase of turn 5, which basically ends turn 5. We've got a lot of things that were going on. We'll see what happens in turn 6, and possibly that may be it, depending on how things turn out. Just the way where the units are positioned, it could be that the two divisions that have been hacking away at each other, the Greek left division and the Persian cavalry division that have been slugging it out over this entire time, they just may be exhausted, and we might leave this up to the two infantry divisions that are left on the table, or we could just call it because of just lack of interest, and there's just not going to be that much to go on, and we will determine the winner in this, and which would probably be the Persians, as they have held on to the town itself. To give us some thought, but I have done turn 6. Turn 6 is basically what we would call in the can, getting ready to be put together, and I will see you next time. If you would, please leave a comment, subscribe if you want to, but at least leave a comment, thumbs up, thumbs down, kind of things that you want to see or think I should do a little bit differently. And if I'm making a mistake on some of these rules or something, call me out on it. This is just a fun little exercise, and I am not adverse to taking some advice. So everyone be safe, be well, and I will see you next time.